welcome to One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra, and we've got a great program tonight. Tonight is the final night of March Madness. Yes, it's not March anymore, it is April, but it's the last game. It's the National Championship Game, and you know what? I'm pumped up about that, but I'm even more pumped up about this interview that we've got going on tonight, and I think you guys are too, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the guy that brings the pump up, and that is DJ Gill. All right, Jay, how's that, Mr. Pump Up Man? And I am not hearing you. Jay just disappeared. He will come back, I promise. We're going to bring him back in. He is off, and I'm going to go back over here. We will wait for him to come back in. You know what? Right away, technical difficulties. There's too much heat on this program tonight, so that's why we are having a little technical difficulty with getting Jay on here, but he'll be back on in just a moment. Hey, we've got Coach Ryan Fick on tonight from the Blair Oaks Falcons, and I'm sure he's going to tell you a little bit about our history of playing basketball together. No, we're not even going to do that. We're going to skip all that because we said we would. And also we've got Luke Northweather and we got Quinn. We got those guys on the program tonight, and we're pretty excited about having them come on. I'm going to go ahead and bring them onto the screen here real quick. I'm going to let Jay follow up once he gets here, so we'll get them on there. Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you, Kirk?
I am so thankful that you guys can hear me and you can talk, because if you couldn't, then I would have been, I don't know what to do. Hey, it's good to have you guys on here. What a year you had. What a run that you guys have had, especially with these two seniors right here, Coach Fick. I mean, they've been pretty special, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have. They've had a pretty amazing 4-year run in our program. I feel extremely fortunate to have had the opportunity to coach these guys. And really, both of them are what I would consider a coach's dream. Just guys that love the game of basketball, guys that you'd have to kick out of the gym, because they're constantly, trying to find a game or working on their game and doing the things that they needed to do to be successful. It's no accident the success that they were able to accomplish, individually, and then us as a team, because they earned it. A lot of behind the scenes hours that these two put in, and definitely everything that came their way, all the accolades were definitely earned.
Yeah, they have definitely stood out. I know you had an outstanding team, and you know what? This guy, he's coming back in here. Speaking of outstanding team, we're going to bring him back in. There he is. Can you hear us, Jay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Hey, welcome back.
It's a Christmas
welcome back.
Miracle. I feel like Coach Fick paid you to kick me off at some point during the show. Is this what's going on?
Well, hey, Quinn, Luke, don't let him know anything that we discussed while he was off air.
Okay, nope, that's fine. I totally understand. And look, I had this amazing speech all prepared too. I mean, that's okay. I just wanted to introduce everyone to how awesome Coach Fick is and how amazing Quinn and Luke is. But Dad, did you already do that?
No, I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about them. I went ahead and asked Coach Fick about these two guys and how special they were, but why don't you go ahead and just give us a little rundown about everybody?
Hey, just a quick rundown, because I'm telling you, with the accolades from these two senior athletes, I could go on for about 45 minutes. But I don't want to take up that much time, but I do want to hype them up a little bit.
All right.
Now, I know, like Kirk said, tonight is all about basketball. Not only do we have the March Madness tournament ending tonight in a national championship game with the Kansas Jayhawks. Can I get a little rock chalk? Kansas Jayhawks going against the North Carolina Tar Heels. Ryan, don't shake your head. You're just as excited as the bald-headed eagle, and he's kind of like a Jayhawk. Come on, he's got the bald head. All right, anyways, but we've got these amazing people. I love it. We've got these amazing people from the Blair Oaks Falcons. Can I get a caw-caw? Caw-caw, the Falcons, baby. I worked on that all day, just so you guys know.
You need to work a little bit more.
Oh, dang it. All right, you got it. Anyways, you guys have met Coach Ryan Fick. Let me just tell you about him. He's been draining three-pointers since he was about, I don't know, 5 feet tall, and he hit that maybe when he was about 5 years old. Anyways, he has been inspiring students for over 20 years, and he's been doing what, the last 13 years at Blair Oaks? Is that right, Coach Fick?
This is my 16th year at Blair Oaks.
16th year.
Got away.
Blair Oaks.
It went pretty
This
quick.
this guy is a legend. Let me tell you what. Anyways, he was most recently named this year as the District Coach of the Year. So, yeah, give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I've played on the court with Coach Fick before, and I'm telling you, he can shoot it out with the best of them. I always wondered why he wasn't in the NBA. My father-in-law, Kirk, he is also one of the best, so he was out there with Coach Fick, and it was fun to watch those two play ball together, I'll tell you that. We also have, Dad, I have to throw that out there. I'm
Not me.
up.
It was all about him. I told you. I just passed him the ball.
Oh, I'm telling you. We also have these two all-star athletes, one in the name of Quinn Kusgen. Quinn, go ahead and give everyone a wave. Let everyone see who you are. I love it. And we've got Mr. Luke Northweather. If you're a fan of our show, I'm telling you, I know you've been hearing those names all year. It's not the first time I've brought them up. Quinn and Luke absolutely dominated the stat sheets, and they have a list of accolades a mile long. I just want to read you the most recent achievements that they have. They were both selected to the Class 4 District 9 All-District First Team, with Mr. Luke Northweather getting the MVP as well. They were then both selected for the Class 4 All-State Team. Yes, folks, you heard me say it, All-State Team, and that was for the second time. Luke was then named Mr. Show Me Basketball by the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association, and he was named the Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Missouri. That is awesome. I think that's the first time we've had that here in the mid-Missouri area. Quinn also announced recently that he will continue his playing career going with college basketball. He's going to play for the Division II Baptist Bible College down in Springfield, Missouri. That is awesome. Like I said, Dad, I could go on all day about these guys. I could also maybe mention Luke maintained a 4.08 GPA. The guy's got brains and the body. I mean, come on. God kissed him when he was born. Smack me, kiss him. That's just a fact, folks. You know, and Luke happened to score over 2,000 career points. Like I said, I could keep going all day long,
Hey, Jay.
but I think we'd rather just talk to them instead.
Jay, weren't you the Gatorade Purchaser of the Year? I mean, you have that accolade, right?
Boy,
You drank
I'm
some
telling
serious
you,
Gatorade?
I am all about drinking that Gatorade. Luke, did you have to chug like a bunch of Gatorade real quick? We'll just jump right in. Luke, do you have to chug a bunch of Gatorade? I mean, if they pick you as the Gatorade Player of the Year, do you get a lifetime supply of Gatorade?
No, unfortunately I don't.
Well, they let
Nothing
Jay
like
have
that.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I'd be pumped up. I would be pumped up if they did. I tell you what.
All right. Hey, let's get right into it. That was awesome.
Yeah,
good job.
Do it.
Coach, tell us a little bit about this past season and just how proud you are of the accomplishments of this past season's team.
Well, obviously you can look at wins and losses and what we were able to accomplish, but I think, one of the things that makes me the most proud is if you watched our team, just the unselfishness of our basketball team. We really shared the ball well. Over 60% of our made field goals came via the assist. moved the ball real well. And obviously you get into the wins and losses, and it ended a little sooner than we wanted to. We were in a very, very tough district, and with Tolton, who went on and got second place in the state behind Vashon. But some things that we were able to accomplish. We won all 3 of our regular season tournaments, which was only the second time in school history that we were able to do that. We won the grade 8 tournament at Jeff City for the first time in school history. We won the Nixa Invitational, which was the first time we had competed in that. I think we had a 23-game winning streak. So all of that stuff. And like I said, it still stings that we ended it earlier than we hoped. But I think in some time, I think these guys will be able to look back at what we accomplished as a team and be pretty proud of it.
That's great. And you know what? I know you, Coach Fick, and you really put a lot of heart and soul into coaching these young men, and I know that they've enjoyed playing with you. And so I'm just going to head and ask Mr. Quinn here. Quinn, you had quite a few big moments as a Falcon. What are you most proud of, and how special has it been to play here and play for Coach Fick?
Definitely playing for Coach Fick has been an honor because, he's a great coach, and not only a great coach, but a great man too. So that was definitely an honor. But, probably my greatest moment as a Blair Oaks Falcon had to be my sophomore year, winning districts and moving on and going to a Final Four. I feel like that has to be my greatest accomplishment at Blair Oaks.
I was hoping this moment was going to get brought up. I actually had the pleasure of writing your article, Quinn, and I called it Half-Court Kusgen for a reason. And, it just happened to be against Father Tolton for that district championship game. And if people don't know what was going on, it was totally epic. Blair Oaks was winning by 1 point, and Father Tolton ended up hitting a 3 with only 1.6 seconds left. And if you watch the video, the whole place goes nuts. Father Tolton's fans storm the court. They're celebrating. It's game over. There's no way Blair Oaks can win. And then you see Coach Fick gathering the players like, come on, we have one play. And if I'm not mistaken, that was you, Luke Northweather, with the ball, running the baseline, trying to see who can get open. And you see Quinn at the half court. You launch it to him. He does one dribble, sidestep, jumps it up, and splashes it in for the win. And it's like, what the heck? Like, they just got done celebrating that they won the game, and they didn't. And it was just so epic. And so I love watching that highlight, but I couldn't believe it when I was rewatching that today, and I was like, that's Luke. Luke was the one that passed that ball in. I kind of want you to break down that play, Luke. Like, what was going through your head? How did you guys come up with that play and get it all drawn up? Because it was so awesome.
Truthfully, we ran through that play multiple times in practice. Every year I've been here, we take a lot of time in practice to go over into situation type plays. So I was just honestly looking to get Quinn the ball. I should have been looking at other places just in case, but really I was just looking to get Quinn so he'd get that shot off. And then I know when I got it to him and he just got that shot off, I saw it. Personally, I didn't think he was going in. I know that's bad of me to say, but I went crazy when it did.
Oh man, it was so awesome. What a great moment.
You know what it reminded me of is Coach Fick, when, again, church league basketball, you think not competitive, very competitive. And he was drawing up plays for us. We're all out there just scrambling. And our goal is just pass him the ball. Just pass. He's like, no, I'm going to have it, and I'm going to be a decoy. And we're like, what?
What?
And we tried it, and it didn't quite work because we needed him shooting the ball. But anyway,
that's awesome.
That's what reminded me of that. That was a play. That was amazing. Very good. Hey, Quinn, tell us about your teammates and some of the different challenges you guys have faced as a team, and how did you guys overcome those?
Well, top to bottom, I feel like we had a really solid team. we had, I don't even know, 6, 7 seniors. So you usually don't get a team with that many upperclassmen on it, especially seniors. But we have Bryson Jeffries, who was was he a 3-year starter, 2-year starter? And then me, Luke, and a few others that really played a huge role in the team's success this year.
Yeah, that's awesome, Quinn. Luke, I wanted to kind of ask you this question. You know, you had some big shoes to fill stepping in for your brother Eric. How challenging was it at the beginning? And when did you realize that you were actually starting to come into your own as a player?
Growing up, I was always 2 years behind him, so I was always trying to kind of play catch up, trying to get to where he was at. And then there still are comparisons. Everyone's asking me who's better, just stuff like that. And coming in high school as a freshman, I got some minutes off the bench, but Eric was still definitely kind of the top guy at that time. And I felt like my freshman and sophomore year, I was pretty patient and just sitting back and helping, doing the role. And then when he graduated, kind of filling in that role and maybe filling in the shoes some.
Well, that was a very humble answer, but here's going to be the question that Jay's going to go ahead and ask you. Go ahead and ask him, Jay, because you're thinking of who's better.
I wasn't going to ask because
Okay.
we all know Luke is.
Okay.
I mean, come on, right, Luke?
I don't know about that.
That's what happens at the dinner table during Thanksgiving. All right, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, come on. I love it. Luke, what have been some of your favorite memories playing as a Falcon, and then also playing under Coach Fick?
Really just coming in with, really my friends, my teammates, just coming in and working every day. A lot of people take that work you put in the summer for granted, and just getting up obviously getting up at 6 a.m. sucks at the time, but once you get up, start lifting and going, and then hitting those open gyms and stuff like that, I truly, really enjoy doing that. And, kind of like Quinn said, it was just an honor playing for Coach Fick, definitely the best coach I've ever had in my life. And there was not another man I would have wanted to have me coach or to coach me.
That's awesome.
So.
Amen. I love it.
Very good. Well, hey guys, we're through that first segment. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our sponsor here real quick, and then we'll get right back to the next one. This one's been great. We're going to get into the next one, and then we're going to hit the speed round. That's been a lot of fun, and we're excited to hear what kind of questions Jay has for you guys. I'm sure you are on the edge of your seats. But right now we're going to bring in CNS Business Services.
Not everybody is an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday type. At CNS, we have employment options for the way you want to work with our flexible scheduling program. Flexible scheduling is designed to fit your lifestyle and allows you to be in control of your schedule. CNS offers insurance plans upon employment. Celebrating 45 years of staffing, CNS Business Services.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, Jay, you know what to do here. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. CNS has been just an amazing sponsor. And like that banner says, I love it. They've been around since 1977. They just had their 45th anniversary. And this is a company that if you're looking for work, you're trying to find that job, CNS can help get you there. They also have that flexible scheduling, which is just going to be outstanding for so many people. And we just absolutely love Paula and her team. So if you're looking for a job, you've got to check out CNS Business Services.
You do that so good. I mean, wow. It's just like you wrote your own script right there, which you did. So that was great.
I just do it right off the top of the brain, Dad. I learned from you.
Oh, yeah, good. Hey, while we have people that have been making comments, I do want to throw this out here because we're going to ask this a little bit later. Tonight is National Championship night. The Kansas Jayhawks against the North Carolina Tar Heels. Who's your pick and what's the score? So go ahead and make that in the comments, and then we'll ask that at the end of our guests. So, Jay, go ahead and kick off the next segment with Mr. Quinn.
There we go. I love it. So, Quinn, you, like I said earlier, you recently announced you have decided you're going to be playing ball at the next level, and you're going down to a Baptist Bible College in Springfield. what kind of led to that decision to go play for them?
Well, I guess coming into my senior year, I definitely expected to be more recruited as a basketball player, but stuff didn't fall in place like I hoped it would. But then I got this wonderful opportunity to go play at the next level for Baptist Bible College, and I felt right at home when I went and visited, and the rest is history.
Yeah, that's really cool. Like I was looking them up, and they have a really good program. It looks like they just won their regional tournament this year. So I mean, you're stepping in to be a Patriot, and I can't think of any better Patriot than Tom Brady. So I mean, yeah, rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Boy, howdy! I tell you what, I'm controversial tonight. I just bring up all the good names. All right.
Yeah.
Quinn, you were also recognized as an all-state selection. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the second time you were picked as all-state. Tell us about that award and what that has meant to you.
It's honestly really humbling to know that I'm in those top players in the state of Missouri for my class. I really didn't expect to get it this year after having just an average season as what I thought, but I'm really surprised and happy to get that award.
I know from just our interview that we've had with you before, as well as what Coach Fick has said about you. You're a very good and hardworking young man, so I believe that's well deserved. And I did ask you a question earlier about Coach Fick, but we're going to go a little bit of a different route here on this one. What is something about Coach Fick that most people don't know? What's his favorite line at practice? He's like constantly drilling.
Unless it's a cuss word, don't say it.
Don't. No.
I honestly don't know. He has a lot of phrases, but one thing they might not know is he graduated from Fatima High School. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. That was good. Very good. Go. All right,
Quinn. I also wanted to give you a chance, and I might have missed it earlier. I don't know. Sorry that I was out, but I wanted to have a chance for you to talk about your teammate Luke Northweather and what you appreciate about playing with him.
I mean, Luke. I mean, his awards speak for himself, but it was truly awesome to have the opportunity to play with a dude like him. Like, not every day do you run into a 6'10" dude that can score at all three levels and just be that backup plan whenever your thing isn't going right, and just give him the ball and look out. He's always going to do his thing, and it worked for us.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Ryan was my beginning, my middle, and my backup plan, all three. Just feed him the ball.
Just feed Ryan.
You're making me sound a lot better than I was at the age of 35.
Well, I just had fun playing with you. How's that? That was
yeah, it was definitely a good time.
You made us look good. All right.
That is
Jay,
awesome.
Hey, Coach, tell us about the type of young man and ball player the Patriots are getting with Quinn.
Well, kind of like I alluded to earlier when I was talking about both these guys, a guy that's going to put in the time and effort needed to be successful at that level. He's done it, his entire life. He loves the game of basketball, and he's had the goal of playing at the next level for as long as I've known him, probably longer than that. And, I'm excited that he's getting that opportunity. And he was being very humble with saying that he had an average season. I mean, a lot of people would love that season. So, just a kid that I really think is going to excel at the next level as he makes that adjustment.
That's awesome. So, Luke, I wanted to go over to you here real quick. You achieved quite a few accomplishments as well. I know we've been talking about it, but being named Gatorade Missouri Player of the Year. Talk to me about that award and how much that meant to you.
No, I'm just extremely grateful to get it. Honestly, I didn't really see it coming. I never really thought about it, I guess. And then I kind of got an email that said I was nominated for it. So I kind of started thinking about it a little bit more. And then when I received it, I was just extremely grateful.
Yeah, and that award, from what I understand, had not been in this area since what 30 years ago. And the last player I think that had won it was Monty Harge. You guys might not have heard that name. Coach Fick probably remembers that name, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was a year older than me in high school, but played in a lot of, open gyms and AAU settings with him. He was right at 7 foot, went on to the University of Missouri and had a solid career there. And he was one of those guys that was, literally and figuratively larger than life in our area. If you said the word Monty, everybody knew who you were talking about.
I think they called
People
him.
would come.
I think they called him
Large
Large
Harge.
Harge. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were talking about playing. I played at different times, open, down at Memorial Park, and he'd be down there, and yeah, that was a large man, especially when you're only 5'10". That definitely is somebody who was tall. So, uh, you know, Luke has, getting that award, Coach. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how special that was?
It's really, it's like Luke said, you don't even really think about that award going into the season as being a possibility. And then all of a sudden, Gatorade contacts me to give, all of the information on Luke and his accolades, what type of person he is. In the application process, they do their homework. It isn't just looking at how many points and rebounds that, um, he had. They're talking to school counselors, they're talking to principals, they're finding out about a person's character as well as how good of a basketball player they are. So they do a background check and they find out what type of person, because they want to give the award to not only a great basketball player but a quality individual as well. And I think that's what makes this award as special as it is. And kind of put Blair Oaks on the map in the national regard too, because he's now on a list with just 50 other boys that get that recognition. And both of these guys are guys that the young kids in our community are looking up to. They've watched them play now for 4 years, and when they're out in their driveways, shooting baskets, they're pretending to be Quinn, Kusgen, and Luke Northweather. So that's what type of guys these guys have been for our program.
That's awesome, and thank you for sharing that. I mean, again, from knowing these two young men, the short time that I've known them, they're not going to talk about themselves that much, and you just gave us a little bit more insight as far as the hard work and then the quality young men that they are, not just on the basketball court, but outside of that. So, well done, young men. Well done. Very good job.
Thank you.
Jay, go ahead and go with the
Anyway,
next one.
I'm just excited to play basketball, and I get to pretend to be Quinn. I wanna get out there and hit my half court shot. I'm excited. Anyway, so Luke, instead of, I'm gonna rephrase this a little differently. So instead of just thinking about it yourself, you hit a bunch of really awesome career milestones. You hit that 2,000 career points. But I really want to put this question: what kind of effort did it take? If you have young players underneath you, so the freshmen, the sophomores, and they're looking to you saying, how can I do something like that? What advice would you give them?
Just get in the gym as much as you can, just getting shots up. I mean, that's the most important thing. A lot of people expect results, but don't really take the time out of their day to go work and put that effort in. And at the same time, you just got to be patient, because if you put the work in, then all the awards and everything's going to come. You just got to be patient with yourself and work hard.
What kind of work did that take? Like, what was you like during the middle of the season when you're grunting as hard as you can? How much effort did it take in the gym? How much time did you have to put in?
I try to get at least an hour after practice just shooting, or maybe going home, getting some homework done, and coming back up but later that night. And weight room is really key. Coming into high school, the first couple of years, Coach Fick kind of had to push me in the right direction of buying into the weight room. And I feel like these past couple of years, I've kind of bought into it more and realized how much of a factor that has on the game. So just at least an hour, just trying to get as much as you can. More people than you think. Just really go through practice and just go home and go eat dinner or play video games and stuff. Instead of doing that, just get in the gym and shoot as much as you can.
That's great. Also, along with that, you've got to do that alongside Quinn. Why don't you tell us a little bit about him and just some of the highlights that you've had with him and your teammates?
No, since Quinn moved here back in middle school, I've loved playing with him. He's honestly like a brother to me. We spend a lot of time together on and off the court, and I honestly, there's not another person I'd rather play basketball with or just spend time with. Honestly, I love passing to him. He's extremely unselfish. Half my points this year probably came from Quinn's assists. So yeah, I love playing with him.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Luke, going off script, just curious. Just was curious what your plans are after high school. Have you nailed down anything that you're planning on doing?
No, I'm not really sure yet. I'm still kind of out there trying to decide stuff. Kind of maybe considering prep school a little bit. Just whatever it takes really to get the next level and to get where I want to be. So.
Well, hey, with the prelude to the national championship tonight, again, maybe Bill Self, maybe he'll call. We'll just go ahead and we'll just ask him to call. We'll do that.
Maybe.
It's you never know. You never know. I know.
I support my guys, but that would be
to
a hard shirt to wear. But I would do it.
On,
but man, it would be tough.
That's my job.
That's great. Hey, Coach, it's we talked a little bit about the Player of the Year and how long it's been, but talk about the program and just how guys like Luke and Quinn have made an impact on the program and just its growth. Like you said, you got these young kids who are out there in the driveway wanting to be like them. Tell us about how far the program's come.
Well, they've just set an example. Luke mentioned it. A lot of guys can talk about the results they want, but are you willing to do, what it takes to get those results? And it takes a special person to be able to put in that time and energy that both these guys have. So the first thing is just setting that example. Secondly, because of their talent, they afforded our program opportunities that, we don't get every year. We were invited to play in several events this year that without these guys, we don't get those invitations. So it gave the guys around them, it gave us coaches opportunities that, we may not have had otherwise. I think about the grade 8 tournament, the Nixa tournament, the Norm Stewart shootout against East St. Louis, the shootout where we get to play Cardinal Ritter, just to name a few. So without guys that have become the players that they are, we don't get those opportunities. So, we're as coaches and teammates, we're grateful for those opportunities, and we can thank these guys for that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great hearing all the young kids wanting to be like those older student athletes and just kind of carry on that tradition. I love that. Guys, this has been a great interview. We're going to move on into the speed round, and I'm going to ask the first question, and then I'll let Jay go with his that he has from there. We've already had few people have been chiming in, and I'm just going to have to. I'll save mine at the end here, but I'll go ahead and ask you, Coach Fick, Kansas or North Carolina, and what's the score?
Unfortunately, I'm going to predict Kansas wins. And I'm going to go 79-68. And the reason I say that is North Carolina had a very emotional win on Saturday. I don't know what the status of the big man's ankle is. Ankles are really tough the next day or 2 days later. I think that's going to be a big key. But Kansas kind of cruised on Saturday, and North Carolina really had to, like I said, have an emotional win. So I think that's going to play into Kansas's favor.
Okay. You know, Stacy, she happened to say that North Carolina is 67-59.
She went with our heart. You know, I went
thought
with
so.
my mind.
That's great. That's great. All right, Luke, who you got?
UNC 72-68.
All right. Very good. How about you, Quinn?
Unfortunately, like Coach Fick said, I think I'm going to have to go with Kansas. I think they're the more talented basketball club, and I think they're going to beat North Carolina probably like 75-70, somewhere in there.
Okay. Jay Gill.
I didn't know you were going to ask me, but I'm glad you did. Look, I was huge. I really wish Roy Williams was still with North Carolina, because I was a huge Roy Williams fan too. So that would have really, really made my heart like just split over what to do. But he's gone, so I'm telling you what, it is all about KU, baby. This is going to be a Kansas victory. I'm very excited. I remember being a senior in high school in 2008 and getting to brag to all my friends when KU won that game and they were the national champions, because no one picked them to win except me in my high school. So anyways, that just kind of ages me a little bit. That's where I get all my gray hair from.
Sure.
Anyways,
you know what aged me? You know what aged me? All those different times that they were a number one seed and then they got knocked off, and all the different times that they got to the game and they got knocked off. That's what aged me, Jay Gill. I just want to tell you that.
You're not wrong, but they are the only number one seed left in the tournament. They will win, and it will be like, I don't know, 70, 79, 70. It'll be good.
My nephew, Cameron, he said 75-68, and that is actually the same score that I had both for KU. So that's what we're going with. We'll just have to watch the game. Jay,
I love it. I'm so
excited. Go with the speed round questions. Let's go.
I'm more excited about this. So Quinn, you got to dive into me. So this is the speed round, and the goal is just, one or two words. If you need to go a whole sentence, you can. But we want to get to know you, and we want to get to know you quickly. So you're on the spot, Quinn. What is your favorite after game snack?
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart, really? What flavor? Yeah.
Probably like chocolate chip or strawberry or something along those lines.
There you go. All right. Do you like to get them heated up a little bit, put them in the toaster,
put
some butter on
definitely.
them, or you just eat them straight?
Strawberry in the toaster with a glass of milk. That was my go-to.
Katie, get my after interview Pop-Tart going. I'm gonna need that pick-me-up. Thanks, baby. All right. Anyways, I love that. So Quinn, answer this. Finish this sentence for me. When I dance, I look like
an idiot.
I was waiting for like Usher, you just got all the moves. Come on. Quinn, if you could teleport anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Right now, I definitely have to go to the national championship tonight.
Ooh, good answer.
So you could cheer on KU. I love that. Yeah. Great answer.
But any night of the week, like I'm definitely going to the beach somewhere to relax and hang out.
There it is. I like it. Have you been to the beach? Do you got a favorite beach?
I don't really have a favorite beach, but I just like the beach in general.
My guy. All right. Quinn, what chore do you absolutely despise doing?
Cleaning out the dishwasher.
The dishwasher. Back in my day, I was the dishwasher, son. I had to do it all. You should be grateful. See, that's why I'm gray. I'm an old man. All right. Are you the type that you're organized to the smallest detail, or do you operate in controlled chaos?
I'm kind of in between. Kind of depends on the day. Sometimes I'm organized, not like to the slightest detail, but organized for me. And then sometimes it's just everywhere.
Yes, he had the answer. It's organized for me. Okay,
Yeah,
I know
okay.
it looks messy.
Yeah.
I know it looks, but I know where it all is, Mom. Just
That's
back
it.
off.
Yeah,
Okay?
it depends if my mom makes me clean my room that day or not. Put the clothes away.
Oh, I love it. All right, good. All right, Luke, you ready? You warmed up?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good.
Now, I always love to ask the food question first. So, what's your favorite after game snack or meal? What's your
Definitely
go-to?
Cheerios, definitely. Get it, put a little extra honey on top.
Cheerios.
I love it.
All right.
Oh boy,
Now, is
that's why
that-
you got a good heart too. Come on.
Now is that honey nut? Is that honey nut
Yeah.
Cheerios with honey
Yeah.
on it? Okay.
Yeah, honey nut, extra honey.
All right. That's awesome.
I like that. That's good. Luke, if you could be a Disney character, which one would you be?
Oh, probably the bear off the Jungle Book. I don't know why. I really like that guy.
Baloo,
that
I
dude.
love it.
Yeah, Baloo.
Yes, the bare necessities. The
Yeah,
simple
Coach-
bare necessities.
Coach Fick just disappeared on that one.
He said, I don't want to get these questions, and he bounced. Oh, man. I've got some good ones for him. Hopefully
I
he
know.
comes back. Luke, what's the funniest prank you've ever done or had done to you?
I'm not much of a prankster. I don't really know if I have an answer for that. I don't pull too many pranks.
All right. Cold water
Uh,
on top of Quinn when he's in the shower, anything?
I used to do that to my brother. Actually, I'd fill up a bucket of ice water. I'd dump it over the shower curtain onto my brother. So I haven't done that for a while. I kind of forgot about that till you said it.
Yeah.
So.
Did he get you back?
Miss-
Yeah, he'd give me back every once
Okay.
in a while.
Yeah. Now, how wrong is this? My mom used to do that to me. She would somehow get the door open and she would throw that over on me in a hot shower. I mean, for a mother to do that to her son, that's just horrible. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but it's just horrible. You expect that of
Man.
brothers, but not your mother.
Not your own mother. I mean, goodness. I'm going to talk to Grandma Peaches.
Yeah, you need to talk to her about that.
Oh, man. But I agree with Luke. Hearing the squeal that comes from your brother when you dump that ice water on him, it's fantastic. That squeal is so good. All right, Luke, what's your favorite animal? Or if you were going to be an animal, which one would you be?
Favorite animal, probably dogs. I love dogs. I've had, I think 3 now. I have my 3rd one. We have a golden doodle right now named Bella. So I just love dogs.
Love dogs. All right.
Yeah.
If you had to be an animal, would you be a dog or what animal would you be?
I'm gonna have to go with the bear again. Probably a bear. I like bears.
All right. Be
Okay,
a
wait a
bear.
minute.
Huh? All right.
Last time you
No
said
answer.
that, Coach Fick disappeared, but he's still here. Okay, good. Here we go.
I'm back.
All right. Just in time
Luke,
because Jay's got some stuff for you.
Okay.
Luke, make the noise. If you're a bear, make the noise.
I can't make the noise. Sorry.
Let's hear it. Come on.
I can't, man.
What's a bear gonna do?
You did it, Jay. You good?
All right, all right. Last one for you, Luke. What's the one thing that calms you down when you're very stressed?
Just shooting by myself. I like being in the gym playing with people, but it's definitely calming just to go by myself and just get some shots up and turn on some music and just have some alone time.
Well, there you go. All right, Coach Fick, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, awesome.
I think.
Yeah.
You can't say Kirk, you asked this question earlier to Quinn, but I was going to ask him, and you can't say you graduated from Fatima High School because we all know. Coach Fick, what's one thing most people don't know about you?
I know a lot of useless music trivia.
All right.
I listen to a lot of different types of music, and so
Okay,
that's what I would say.
so let's just go ahead and test that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Name one of the worst bands in the 80s
Worst bands in the 80s.
that you would look at now and think, how did they even get money for that?
I know this is going to surprise a lot of people, but I am fond of Bon Jovi at all.
Okay.
Really?
Yep.
He's got some good hits. I mean, come on, it's Bon Jovi.
He's got a lot of popular stuff that made money, but maybe it's just because it's been so overplayed.
Yeah.
I can hear you on that.
I didn't know if you were going to go with Devo and their little funny hats or anything like that. Crack that whip.
None of the one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
And
there's a reason why they were one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
All right. That was good, though.
Luke and Quinn are like, what are they talking about?
Look it up. It's on the internet.
That's right. It's on the internet. Go do some reading, boys. Come on. Speaking of, that's my next question. Coach Fick, if you were to give one book to all of your friends, which book would it be?
I would probably go with Coach K's Leading with the Heart. There are lots of lessons in that. Anybody who's into basketball or just, a lot of life lessons as well. So that's the first one that comes to mind that I've read that I refer to quite a bit.
Well, that's all. I'm going to have to check that out now. Thank you.
And very fitting. Very fitting with it, his career coming to an end last Saturday. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to definitely add that to the list. I knew I would get a good book out of you. Thank you. All right. Coach Fick, what animal are you secretly terrified of?
Snakes.
Snakes.
Jay, tell him, Jay.
I like snakes. I can't help it.
Tell him the one you're terrified of. Yeah.
I know, it's spiders. So if you see a snake, I'll protect you. Would you protect me from the spider?
Absolutely. And I know my wife is laughing right now because she's heard me scream like a girl on numerous occasions when I'm mowing the grass and a snake pops out.
Well, hey, real quick, Coach. Coach Wood says he's 2 for 2 with your answer so far. So.
All right.
Here we go.
Well,
Somebody knows you. And Stacy says, yes, I am. Awesome.
All right, Coach Fick. What would your secret spy name be?
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know on that secret spy name. I don't know. Quinn, help me out. What's a good spy name?
Probably Coach Fick.
How about let's 3-point range. Let's go Deadly Eye. How's that?
There you go. I'll go with that.
I like it.
There you
Okay.
go.
I like it, Dad. That was good. All right, I have to ask this. So, Coach Fick, 1-on-1 between you and Quinn, who's taking it?
Between me and Quinn?
That's right.
I got that one. No,
either one of these guys would beat me. My only hope with Quinn is that I could maybe back him down around the basket. But probably not.
I was gonna ask the next one between you and Luke, who's taking it?
I don't think I would beat either one of these guys in 1-on-1 at this point.
See, I was gonna say. I mean, I was gonna ask who would win with you against the two of them. That's what I was gonna ask. I didn't know.
I love it.
Awesome. Good.
All right, Dad. What questions you got?
That's it, guys. You did a fantastic job tonight. We don't want to take much more of your time, but it's been a lot of fun, and we really appreciate you coming on the program with us, and appreciate all that you guys do. What a great example you two have been, Quinn and Luke, at Blair Oaks, and I know you've played a lot of basketball, and you've got a lot of basketball yet to come, and we just want to wish both of you good luck, and we know that you're going to do well, not only as basketball players, but as young men and going into the next phase of your life. So well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Coach, thank you so much for getting these guys together and coming on here with us and allowing me to brag on you a little bit. And, that's all I got anymore, Ryan. I just get to brag on other people.
Well, I appreciate you guys, Kirk and Jay, having us on. It's been a fun time.
Well, thanks again, guys. And we're going to go ahead and close out tonight so we can all go and watch a little bit of basketball. So thanks so much for joining us. One Nation, Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. That's all we got for tonight. We enjoyed this interview greatly. You guys have a great week. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.
God bless.
All right, see you guys.